So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the best warm-up routine for Chapter 3 Season 1. I've made plenty of videos like this in the past, however this video is going to be the most updated one and the most simple one. This is going to be a routine that doesn't take you too much time and it's going to help you out a lot when you want to try to get good before you start playing. It's going to take that rust off and you're really going to become a better player before you start playing. As always, be sure to use code SonataYT. Let's hop into the video. So first I want to preface this by saying that all of these maps and drills can be done in creative. I'm not a really big fan of saying that arena is a warm-up. I like to think of arena as a practice tactic in order to practice fighting and overall rotation during less stacked games. And also keep in mind that all of the links to all of the maps that I go over in this video will be in the description. So the first one is going to be Skavokks Aim Trainer. So Skaavoks Aim Trainer is arguably the most popular aim training map. It warms up the aim extremely well and is arguably better than Kovacs because it's very realistic to Fortnite itself. Kovacs is a good aim trainer, however, it's not the greatest for Fortnite players if you're trying to improve in your in-game aim. If you're trying to improve your overall mouse control and tracking ability, then Kovacs is good, but Skavokks is definitely going to be really good as well. In terms of the routine that I'd recommend you guys use while using this aim training map, I'd recommend you do horizontal and vertical tracking drills for 3 minutes each, and then try to do Tile Frenzy for 3 minutes, and then Bounce 180 for 3 minutes as well. Overall, this map is going to be taking you 12 minutes. And starting off with the horizontal and vertical tracking drills, that's going to make sure that your tracking up and down and side to side is perfect. If you're able to perfect that, then you can move on to Tile Frenzy, which is going to help your mouse control and flicking movements. And then lastly, your SMG practice, which is going to be Bounce 180 for 3 minutes. This will help you just get ready to be able to beam people inside of boxes while you're box fighting people, and it's overall going to top off your aim and polish it to the finest ability. Now the next map I'd recommend that you guys use is Raider's Piece Control Practice Map. This is going to be version 3 of this map. Raider is arguably the most famous map creator in terms of piece control maps. What you guys are going to want to do is load into this map, be sure to get an MK, a striker pump, and a rapid fire SMG, and then move into starting to do all of the drills. I'd recommend you do all of the drills, every single one of them, and that's with no breaks whatsoever. You need to ensure that you do each one correctly by viewing the demos. However, some leeway is available where you guys can try to do your own type of piece control on all of the bots. This map warms up your piece control with a realistic in-game crosshair placement situation. It's going to have multiple scenarios, almost 25 I believe, and it's going to have you really warmed up with your piece control by the end of it. The total time for this map will be around 8 to 15 minutes, depending on how slow or fast you are, but if you guys do it right, you guys should be using all 15 minutes to complete it. Not only will this map help your piece control, it'll also get your aim a little bit more polished off for in-game looking targets. And on top of that, it will get you slightly used to your ping, even though you're in creative, but obviously the best warm-up for your ping is going to be arena. Now moving on to the next map that I'm going to be going over, this is going to be Xanax60's Crosshair Placement Map. This is my map that I've actually featured in most of my videos before. This is a great map for keeping your editing skills elevated while you're playing. It's great to warm up the still parts of your fingertips. And if you do all of the courses, which includes walls, floor and cones, ramp edits, and then overall editing, the total time will probably be around 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how fast you are. And once you're done with that, you can move into the piece control section of this map. However, I'd recommend you use Raider's Piece Control Map instead. Now, a really good rule of thumb while using this map is that you actually need to follow each and every single little small crosshair placement movement. If you're able to do so, then you're going to get a lot better practice out of it. What this will do is warm up your exact muscle memory movements, and eventually you're going to get a lot faster at making smaller and more precise edits. This is how players such as Day, Booga, Clicks, they all have insane crosshair placement and very precise editing, and they rarely mess up. Now, another reason for that is obviously going to be the fact that they don't have confirm edit on release on, but once again, they all do this map, and this map is arguably one of the best for editing. If you also want to try building in a normal map with that tactic, that's a great idea as well. Whatever you do, crosshair placement is one of the things that you should do during your Fortnite warm-up. Now, the fourth creative tactic that I'd use to warm up is going to be free building. Now, pretty much every single Fortnite player who plays competitive or even casually free builds all of the time. What they'll do is they'll load into a creative world or a map where they're basically going to have a flat land of nothingness and unlimited mats. And they're going to start building for as long as they can, as fast as they can. I'd recommend you free build for around 8 to 12 minutes. This is really great for your mechanical speed, and it fully polishes all your rusty behavior when it comes to editing and building. Your movement will also benefit greatly from this. Obviously, there are stuff like movement courses, which I have gone over before, but with the addition of all of these wooting softwares, it's not really necessary to do that, and it's just better to free build. If you're able to use your movement in practice like this, it's going to help you out a lot. Especially when it comes to fighting people, movement is one of the most important tactics, and free building is no exception to how you should play. Try to get into the map with the highest ping you can possibly get in creative so that you're used to your in-game free building skill, and that's going to help you out a lot. Now, the fifth tactic of warming up that I'd recommend that you guys do is playing finest realistic 1v1s or finest realistic PvP. I personally would prefer the 1v1s every single time simply because that's the best way to actually practice realistic in-game fighting. You guys can load into the map and then queue up for a random 1v1 against a random player. I'd recommend you guys fight at least 5 people fully and properly before you finish and go into your arena games. This is a great simulation of your in-game fighting. The total time will be around 7 to 10 minutes depending on how bad or good you're playing. And when you're fighting these people, there's a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. Play it like it's an actual tournament game and you want to try to ration your materials for the end of the game and you're trying to save as much ammo and finish the fight as quick as possible. Don't play too aggressive, but use smart peeks and play very intelligent. This will also warm up your brain when it comes to fighting. A lot of players don't really think when they fight, which is something that we like to call brain dead W keying. And if you think when you fight, you're going to be a very intelligent W keyer, such as pro players like Miro, Day, basically all of the best W keyers in the world. Realistic 1v1s are really good, but you guys can obviously play any type of zone wars, box fights, basically anything that warms up your fighting ability against other real players. Once again, the code for all of these maps will be in the description. Now, obviously, the last thing that I want to go over isn't considered part of the warm-up, but it's what you should do to get yourself introduced to the actual game for what you're going to be playing. Obviously, hop into some solo, duo, or trio arena. Whether this is you playing with your friends or playing with random people you find on Discord, you need to start getting on the arena grind. I see so many people that just sit in lobbies all day doing nothing. You could be filling all of that time with playing arena. And also you can get arena points. What's the harm in doing that? Arena this season is getting a lot more fun because of the addition of a lot of new POIs and a lot of new items in the game. Just play arena, man. It's not that boring. A lot of people that don't like arena is because they're not very good at it, or they don't want to put in the time or the effort to get good at arena. If you can get good at that, then you're going to be one of the best players in your area. Especially when it comes to fighting, which is, once again, one of the most important skills. And in terms of warming up your brain, especially if you're an IGL, somebody who reviews GameSense, I'd recommend you just wake up in the morning and maybe just sit down, VOD review something, maybe review some charts from your previous games, maybe review some notes from your previous cash cups if that's something you like to do. Or just literally look at the Fortnite.gg map and memorize some locations of chests, basically anything that you can do to elevate your Fortnite mental status. Once you're able to do that properly, you're going to become a much smarter and much more well-rounded player when it comes to fighting, thinking, and overall processing of Fortnite gameplay. That's how competitive players become the best and become properly warmed up for their tournaments. Anyways, guys, that is the video on how to get properly warmed up for competitive events in Chapter 3 Season 1. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel down below. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, guys. I cannot thank you enough for the support over these past 2 years of me uploading. It's honestly crazy to think that in just April of 2020, I was uploading my first video as an absolute squeaker, pretty much knowing nothing about what I was talking about. And now I've gained so much knowledge from you guys and your insightful tips. And I've also gained so much knowledge from all of my friends in the community. And I'm just so grateful for everything you guys have done for me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. When we do get to 10K, I'm hopefully going to be doing something for that. But that's about it for this video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.